Welcome to people here now and also people watching the recording. It's such a privilege to have Ruth here today. I can't remember now how many years ago, Ruth, we started working together, maybe 7. Yeah. And honestly, you've transformed the way I think of music, not only for people who are deaf and hard of hearing, but for all of us. I think you've absolutely convinced me that music is so much more than just an auditory experience. It really is an auditory and a visual and a proprioceptive and yeah, and an auditory experience. So I've learned such a lot, and I know whenever you give a talk, people are always extremely engaged. So first of all, thank you very much, Ruth, and welcome to everyone. And I hope you have a really interesting session, which I'm sure you will have. So thank you very much, Ruth.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Sarah. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ruth. Adam had just that. I'm deaf. And I've been deaf all my life since birth. And I come from a family of musicians, which meant that I do what was in front of me at home and when we were going to concert. And I've always felt that music was very visual and exciting. And I do notice problems with the deaf community, the attitude people have. And I'm going to go through the presentation today about why we should really include music for deaf children and why it's so important today and how you can do about what you can do about it and how to get involved. So please do ask questions throughout. I might stop and answer or wait till the end. So I want you to feel comfortable at asking me anything and any question, and I don't mind whatever you are. I'm here to help you understand better. Okay, I'm going to share a slide. So the title is Supporting Practitioners Working with Deaf and Hard of Hearing Children. Why does it matter? We know that music is for everyone, including deaf and hard of hearing children, yet many of them face barriers to meaningful creative experiences. When I say that, that means that many deaf children have music sessions, maybe once a month, or maybe when there's special project by the local music services for a while and they go away. So there are barriers. They can't have it at a regular basis. We can change this with inclusive and intentional practice. What we know and what we must know that deafness is a spectrum. Yeah, deafness is a spectrum. It's not binary. You could be deaf and you could have vision impairment, or you could be deaf with sensitivity, all kinds of things. You could be have a mild hearing loss. You could be profoundly deaf. I am profoundly deaf and I love music. There is not binary. Communication varies. Some news is British Standard Language. Some of them news SSE, which means stand supporting English. You speak and then you stand along to your spoken English. Some news speech and not standing at all. Some people use lip reading, some use pen, paper, all kinds of communication. Many use technology, hearing aids and cochlear implant. Hearing aids is what I wear behind my ear, and it's like a microphone that picks up sound and it amplifies what's left of my hearing to hear things. And cochlear implant does for those who are really deaf and they have an operation, and you can read up more about this. And barriers are often environmental, not ability-based. Okay, next slide. Those are the common barriers to music. That's what I see. Over-relying on auditory cues. Yeah, and communication challenges. Some people are not aware that when they move away and talk, I can't lip read. I might hear sounds, but I don't know what they're saying. Or one person might be speaking and I can't follow. And this communication challenges are quite common. Lack of visual support. I want to do things written. Sometimes you tell me a new word, but I haven't registered how it's spelled. And I like to do visual, distorted and material, poor acoustics and high noise. You could be in a room, in a classroom where there's a lot of talking, people practicing at once, and you can't hear your own instrument. Low expectation or confidence, empathy, all that kind of thing. And limited staff training. Some staff do not feel confident or struggle with ideas about how to make it accessible. To know inclusion is everybody's responsibility. It's not just what you see in the school that has a STEM department. It's your own responsibility as well. You can call on teachers if they have food support and ideas and advice. SL2 is senior leadership team. You can ask them, it's their responsibility as well, and teacher assistant, it's school leadership, curriculum design and attitude. With curriculum design, for example, children in year one, they do a lot of singing, and that's quite hard for us. Some deaf children can sing really well. Some deaf children are still learning to catch up with spoken language. So sometimes the curriculum doesn't quite work. You need to come up with a creative solution. So inclusion is everybody's responsibility. What does inclusion look like? It's most essentially that's the most important thing. We need to play something to feel and hear and get feedback from our own instrument. We need to do something. Demonstration is really important. How do you play this? How do you hold this? How does the rhythm go? And feeling, if you feel it, we are creating something, we are making something and moving. You know, that playing. It's all we need. Visual cue, done language, you know, you can done gesture, writing things down on the board or paper and everything. That includes notation. Gestures, you know, pointing and making sure you get our attention as well. Vibrating instrument, that thing that you can feel, even the piano, you can feel the board underneath you. Leap system, that when if you're in a concert hall or in the church or in places or in the school, if you wear radio, we can use it, cut down loud noises, and you can just hear the person speaking straight to your hearing aid. But then again, you need to turn up the microphone, then you can hear everybody in the classroom. That's another thing to be aware of. Sometimes knowing what apps you can use can help. Deaf adults and interpreters have collaborated. They will have good ideas to help you and support you. Adapting approaches, not lowering expectation. Keep that going, keep that moving forward. Those are the practical approaches. Visual dance for tempo. You can use your hands. You could be conducting. You could be staying quicker or slow down. And use your body language. You can use the metronome that's like this. You can use flashing light and cue, letting us know. Sometimes you need to tell her it's 8 bar, and then you go and count down 3, 2, 1. Then the next bit. Playing instrument is so important. Playing instrument is the best way to become a musician. I think I was reading music, playing school, doing body percussion, and that's really visual and movement. Provide close access to retinal surfaces. So you know that drums or even cello, you can feel the cellos when you play them. You can stand strong and write down lyrics, making sure things are clear and repetition. You repeat things over and over till we feel confident, and also check that we are all understanding this before moving on. You need to encourage patience and curiosity. I'd like to talk a bit about the Imagine project that I did with Adam. It was a great project with a lot of collaborators. Roehampton, Doubt of Intent. We've got little funding from Ovending, Gloria and John, Bert Dow, and also Audio Visibility, a charity for deaf people doing music. We all got involved at creating resources. This is what it looked like. We wanted to create something physical that was supportive resources, and it's like in a book, and that includes sign language. I will talk more about this one, and we include other deaf musicians in performing and playing the backing track, and then taking the work to meeting the parent and going through them and showing them how you do it from the book, and recreating those videos, helpful videos. And the Imagine Project booklet is available online, which is audiofeasibility.com/project. Supportive resources. Some people are new to British Sign Language, though when you open this book, it will show you pictures of how to sign the words. The first one is loud, that's quiet or peaceful, and that's quick. So I can show you a little bit of what the book looks like. So can you see there's a QR? It takes you to the website, it takes you to music video. So when you open the book, you can see on one side there's a picture and a very simple song, Time to Wake Up. There's 3 different levels. One is starting out, and then moving on, maybe your child is getting older. The next steps, maybe the toddler, you can do this kind of thing. So if you have a look, you can learn the sign for part. This is running around. This is slide and swing. We use everyday language that you could see from the home. So, transport, you might see aeroplane or get on the train. And thinking about sounds and listening, touch, and playing it. Playing with dynamic stop and now. And look at me. It's all about body. And what day is it today? Learning about the days of the week. This is the everyday word. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You can do this down there. And it talked about facial expression and how to communicate with your child. So about your hand. This was bad. We want to show that your hand can be quite visual. This is a spider. Yeah. Rock by. Close your eyes. At the end of the day, you want to close and you're saying good night. It's time for sleep. Music can be really calm. Music can be really lively. Going to the park. We want to show a spectrum. They are available on Audio Visibility website. But where do I go back? I think it's there, yeah. Yeah, it's everyday topic for family and friends. Ideas to support musicality, which shows in here. Yeah, deaf musician I brought in Olivia. She's in the blue top, long hair. She plays the violin and she can sing. She had unilateral hearing loss and wears the Baha implant. Did she sang for her? And then here's me in the middle playing the flute. Adam helped to write the song. I wrote the words and then he put together all the harmony and the rhythm. I wear hearing aids and I use BSL. And there's Miriam. She plays percussion and she is profoundly deaf. We want to normalise the idea that deaf people can do music. We can create the backing track. Yes, so that's what we did. The parent can tell the children, oh, it was created and played by deaf people. Now, involving parents, there's a video about how to play music with your child. And children love having their parents involved. It makes them feel like, oh, if mum and dad's doing it, I will do it. And then when I leave, the parent can follow it up when they go home. Talking about music and sign language, you will remember I talked about how visual sign language is, and I like to give you an idea of what it looked like. I'll show this video. I might start. What day is it today?
What day is it today? Is it Monday? Or Tuesday? Or Wednesday? Or Thursday? Or Friday? Or Saturday? Or Sunday? What day is it? What day is it? What day is it today?
You could see the way I moved my hand, it was in time to the music. So that's the whole idea. If you do it in the early years, it's so good to do. You can see rhythm with the hand. Okay. This is the example of recognizing and getting in contact with sound. You can play with tempo, you can play with volume, loudness, softness. It helps you to hear and listen. We need time to listen and hear things. How does sound work? So this is the examples. We could have a look.
Tap them together. Now let's hide them back inside. I have a bag, a noisy bag. I wonder what's inside. Let's see what it can be. It's some bells. Give them a shake. Give them a shake.
Do you know, this is about holding children's attention. So if you have things in the bag and take it out, you can take it out and give it to a child to shake it, put it back. What's next? And you talk about what sounds it makes. Tap them together, shake, 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 rattle, all kinds of things. So that's why we play with the bag. There's a lot of ways to try and hold their attention. And also, of course, we need to think about emotion and feeling happy, feeling sad, and unwinding. So this is the example of the song we did.
Rock-a-bye, rock from side to side. Rock-a-bye, rock-a-bye, time to say goodnight. We have had a lovely day, fond memories to keep. So close your eyes, shut them tight. It's time to go to sleep.
You can see how here. Sometimes when we have it back in track, we don't know what instruments are being played. So it's really nice to see how violin is played, and it's the flute, and there's a drum and singing. The older child might like to do this, and we're just trying to show this is what it's like performing something. And this is Adam's job. He's putting together all the songs so that the practitioners can play and perform this using the sound of intense framework. And it's been such a good experience working with Adam, and there would be useful guide and information how to interact with his children. I think I've got a question so far. Oh yes, somebody's putting the link there. Thank you. Adam, do you want to mention something about this?
No, thanks very much, Ruth. So we had a couple of lovely days recording the songs with the musicians, and I remember the feedback from the parents, Ruth, was that one of the best things they found was that actually seeing deaf adults making music was the single most important thing for them, because it gave the message that, here's something your child can do and enjoy and have fun. And the way you've structured the book is so that you've got starting out, then you've got moving on and next steps. So it kind of follows a developmental framework as well, but it's not in your face. So parents will just automatically give children the appropriate level of task to do without needing to understand the theory of it. I think that was the point. And yes, as you say, Ruth, we've got hopefully a contract with Routledge to produce the sort of practitioner's book to go with it, which I think it'll be great. What a wonderful package of resources. We should also say that to get the families to test the initial resources, we contacted the National Deaf Children's Society, and within 2 days we got 100 families signed up. So I thought that was a powerful testament to how important families did think music was. And it's interesting, Ruth, isn't it? I think the statistic is that something like 80% of deaf children are born to hearing parents, and that can be quite 90. Okay,
yeah,
90%. So hearing parents may start with different expectations of their child than deaf parents potentially, and what we wanted to do was to get to produce things for all of them.
Thank you, Adam. Yeah, from the 100 parents, it was exactly 100 that responded within 2 days, and there was only one dining family that got in touch, and one deaf parent, and the rest of them were hearing parents, and that made me realise we're not doing anything for deaf parents or deaf children. And although there are hearing parents who's deaf, we don't know sign language. So I thought to combine the two. So this is how the project came on and about. Okay. I'm saying, Adam, that we had 100 responding and only one deaf family got in touch, which I thought, wow, it wasn't like 20 deaf families, it was just one, and everybody was hearing, and they wanted to learn sign language, and the deaf family want to know how to do music. So we combined everything. Yeah. Okay. Going forward, thinking about collaboration and growth, what can be helpful for you? Find out where school is with a unit for deaf children. Some deaf children in primary and secondary school can blend in at the mainstream level, which means they're going to hearing classes with their radio aid and they can get on. But there are some children who stay in the unit and doing English, maths and science with a teacher of the deaf. Find out from there, are they doing music? Could you offer something to know? And contact the local teacher of the deaf and find out where most of them are. Because in my experience, many music practitioners there where I don't come across, I've never met a deaf child, I've never taught them. It's a job for you to go out there and find them and find out where they are. And also partner with family and deaf role model. I mean, this is what Adam and Doubt of Intent has done, got in touch with me, opened the doors and knowing where the deaf community is and combining everything and bringing in other deaf musicians. Ask the music therapists what they have done to prepare. Some of them are very good, some of them are doing brilliant work. I would love to hear from you. And some of them have room for improvement, but I do hope by having a conversation, things will move forward. Always reflect and adapt your practice. Think of it as the creative solution rather than, no, I can't do it, and drop everything. There is the will, there is the way. New support from audio disabilities, doubt of intent, the National Deaf Children Society, and Deaf Rave. Deaf Rave had a lot of drum beat and DJ kind of music, and there were haptic events and do stand song. So this is quite a visual department. From this presentation, the key takeaway is deaf children are musical. I've worked with so many children who do not wear hearing aids, or they can't receive hearing aids or implants. They are the most musical and intelligent ones to work with. They can play instruments, they've got arms, they've got ideas. We just need to teach them. Inclusion, curiosity, and adaptability. Focus on access. Don't worry about what something can't work, but keep looking for ways. Small changes can make a big impact. You can be surprised. It could mean things like it's so many things. It could be in a classroom setting. It could be in a project setting. In a classroom, it could be to do with the light. Make sure you're away from the window, and make sure we can see you, get your attention, all kind of things. Consider attending deaf awareness courses that will include sign language or understanding how we hear, the levels of deafness, hearing aids, and always learn and try. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Questions and reflections are welcome, and I'm from Audio Visibility and the charity committing to making music more inclusive for deaf people, and we want to, drive and push forward, keep going. I would say there is a handful of deaf musicians working out there today. There shouldn't be a handful, there should be hundreds, if not thousands. We want to see more of that. And understanding what music really is. I don't think music is the problem. It's there for us to enjoy. We just need to understand how we deliver and teach and engage with music. Thank you.